Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio, where I share my thoughts and opinions on things that are happening. Remember that. These are my personal thoughts and opinions. Disrespect will not be tolerated on my show. If you do not like my show, please move on. If you like my show, hit the like button and subscribe so that you will receive all the new notifications of all new shows. Now I know I am going to piss a lot of people off. And it's okay, but I hope I can help some people along the way. I would love for you to share this video with all the young people. Now, I am going to teach you how to survive. Now, if you want to make it career-wise without the stress, the wicked stares, the body gestures, or being fake and phony, if you want to punch out and you want to be left alone when you do so, then this video is for you. Do not work for a white woman or a black woman. Now, when I say work, I mean work for a company and your direct supervisor or manager is a white woman or a black woman. I am not talking about entrepreneurs or small business owners in this video. That's for another show. Now, I know it can be hard because they are all over, but I'm going to tell you why. White women love to be in charge. Just look back in the slave days around 1930 to 1940. I was astonished to discover just how frequently former enslaved people identified married slave-owning women who owned them or others, and how they talked about the deep economic investments these white women had in the institution of slavery, financial, legal, military records, newspapers, letters, and personal correspondence. Remember, during the slave days, they tried to make sure that white women had some type of education. Can you start to see why these white women are the way they are? They were invented, and most importantly, they was trained for this. We know they hate us, but did you know that they also dislike each other just as much? If a white woman does not like you, other white women that have nothing to do with it will join forces to take you down. They are coming for you. And remember, they are very loyal to their race. So please understand, at work, they do not have your back. Do not look for a white woman to stick up for you. And she is only your work spy, friend, while you are employed only. When they fire you, she will never speak to you again. They are firm believers in keeping their enemy, who is you, close. Please remember that. Just watch them from a distance. They are highly trained in smelling a person's personality. I like to call them vultures when I see them doing that. Someone told them that they know everything. And through history, it has been proven that their word is almost better than the law. Over the years, I have dealt with all kinds of people when it comes to the workforce. And the most hated to work for is a white woman and a black woman. Yes, these two groups finally have something in common. Who knew? But because a lot of people won't talk about it or warn a newbie, I will. There was a time when you wanted to see a black woman in charge of business, and now you cringe when you see that they are the hiring manager or the business owner. This, again, is my thoughts, my experiences, and observations. I wholeheartedly believe that some of these women need to be removed. History has so much to do with everything we go through today. Far back as I can remember, black women especially were home managers, and they did not work with strangers. So the skills to manage strangers lack within black women. Most black women don't know what to do with power. They are not good role models, and they do not set good examples. Let's be real. They have never had real power, and I am not speaking spiritually. The only thing a black woman can do well is compete. Always competing with someone that's never competing with them. You're either her friend or her enemy. Now, don't get me wrong, black women are amazing in all areas except for management, which is heartbreaking because it was so hard for a black woman to learn during slavery days, which should make them more humble to their own kind when they see them in the workforce. For a black to get a position and then to act out heinous crimes against someone who looks like them, I will never understand. And that person has also experienced the same things that they have, such as being looked down on in the work area and constantly being brain fucked and humiliated by white women at work. It would be better if you seen your own kind, right? Let me be the first to tell you, it's not. But let's talk about the savage white woman, because there are everywhere. You will run into them quicker than you will run into a black woman in charge. And they have been doing it longer. Remember, there was a time when a black woman couldn't work in any company and they had to work on farms or local mom and pop stores. Now, sidebar. I really hope this helps someone. And I know that when I talk about white women and black women, I am speaking on some of them. I am not going to say all of them. And for the ones I am pissing off, if you do not like how I exercise my freedom of speech, please leave. But hopefully I can help you survive both groups when you are around them. So let's start with the biggest group, white women. Number 1, white women are book smart only. They hire black people for common sense and to do the physical work for them, but they would prefer not to. Number 2, white women are the biggest work thieves. They will steal your ideas and pass them off as their own. They will act like they support you, leading up to them taking over. Let me give you an example. When you have big ideas and they know you will succeed in your success of achieving that idea, and there is a possibility you can be looked at in a more different but positive light, and God forbid you're educated, they will fire you. So don't tell them anything. I cannot stress this enough. Do not trust them or tell them anything. Number 3, a white woman will set unrealistic goals for a black person that they know themselves can't achieve. This leads up to you, or should I say include you becoming on call for them, and then they will begin to put so much on you that you have to take work home with you. And there goes your family time. Remember, white women do not care about black people at all, especially black families. They hate to see unions of groups of anything other than white. Remember, they were the ones that used to take the black babies from the black mothers and throw them around like rag dolls, or feed them to alligators so their savage ass white kids could feed off of the black woman. Number 4, when being hired by a white woman, she will offer you the lowest amount of money possible, knowing that you have a family to take care of. Then she will set goals in order for you to have double the workload. Basically, get her work caught up. Then, when you ask for more money, because you realize you are now doing her job and your job, she will then fire you. Number 5, a white woman wants to be admired and held to a higher standard. So much so that if you don't speak to them happy and upbeat, they will then label you as disgruntled, mean, or unhappy. FYI. Have they ever thought that just like any other race is a problem for them, maybe they're a problem for us? Maybe we don't want to look at their pale skin, their dragged looks, or smell them. Maybe that bothers us as well. Just a thought though. To me, I don't see and will never see the beauty in them because their minds and demeanor make them look like the devils they are. They have piercing eyes that makes you want to say something to them. And they know that. And they wait on it and they keep poking the bear. But always remain cool. Number 6, white women are quick to label you. If they have worked with you for a while and you don't discuss your private business with them, they will label you as unhappy. My advice to you is to lie to them. They're not real anyway, so make up some type of fairy tale for them. They'll listen, trust me. And do not let them question you about anything. Most importantly, keep them out of your business as much as you can. Remember, hit that like button. Number 7, always talk white talk with them. And when I say white talk, I mean let them do all the talking. And you just say, okay. Never give them your opinion on the lies that they are trying to tell you. Because once you do, they will give you that piercing stare, and then they will start to ask dumbass questions in return. I did say they were made up, right? They are professional liars, so do not fall for it. You will regret it. Just let them talk and say, okay. Number 8, white women do not listen. They only know what they want to say to you, and that is what is in the book, word for word. They cannot think outside the box unless they are creating chaos, manipulating, or setting the scene up for someone to get hurt, whether it's mentally or physically. That is the real level of their so-called education and free thinking. Let me tell you a story. So I remember one time I asked a white woman doctor a question, and she repeated the same thing to me over and over again. And I kept saying that was not what I said or asked. Now, because it wasn't a textbook convo, she was stuck on stupid, like most white women. What was funny, after 15 minutes of going back and forth and getting nowhere, I nicely said okay and walked away. Now, why didn't this smart white woman understand? Because it was a black woman asking, and all she knew in her distorted mind was that she was above me and I needed to hear what she had to say, even though it wasn't what I asked. See, this is how white women are. When I walked away, I went and found a white male doctor and asked the same exact thing. I said to the white woman doctor. The white male doctor understood and simply answered the fucking question. And I walked away with the answer I needed. Number 9. If a white woman says that there is a position that may be coming available and that you would be a good fit at it, what they are really saying is, I am your white god and I need you to prove yourself to me. Fuck your education, experience, and any principles that you may have. I just need you to kiss my ass. And honey, most will come out and bluntly say it. The ending result will be, you will have more responsibilities. She will have you doing all of her work while micromanaging you, longer hours, all for a whopping 4 cents raise. Let me tell you, slavery is not dead, and especially when it comes to white women. Number 10, don't ever tell them that you do not know how to do something or that you have beginner's experience at it. They are not teachers and they will not teach you. Now, they will train you, but that is only because most white women are the company's rats. So they only will train you because they want to find out information about you. But please be careful, because they have been known to intentionally teach you the wrong things or make your training difficult. So don't expect them to teach you a damn thing. You will always be viewed as the enemy. Number 11. A white woman will hire an 18-year-old tattooed on the face, no experience, party all the time white person and pay them top dollar. But a black person, educated with proven years of experience and top-notch references, a white woman will offer that black person minimum wage and cut any possible overtime and will make sure that the black person does not get any of the company perks. Number 12, white women are not backstabbers. Oh no. They are so ignorant and believe that they are worthy of praise that they will do whatever in front of you. See, white women will do whatever they like in front of you because they know they will be believed. They know that they will never be questioned. Just look at what happened to Emmett. White women are loyal to their kind and their kind only. So, what white women are doing is creating your struggle and setting the scene up for you to talk about your personal life in hopes that while you're talking to them about your personal life, that they will understand your story and possibly give you a raise or bring your pay up to at least market value so that you can take care of you and your family needs and dreams. But that is not what these devils do. They retain that information to later hold it against you and bring it up at the bad times. Now, my black women, I am so happy to see that they can be in charge, but it is so disappointing in the lack of empathy. For those of you that don't know what empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Truthfully, they do not want to be looked at as role models. They make horrible leaders. They honestly want to be the only black in authority in their workplace because they know they are now the scapegoat. If something goes wrong, it's the black person's fault. Now, I'll give you an example of work dynamics. A white woman will put a black woman in charge of the blacks just in case the blacks start to get out of line, and they will kick you under the bus quickly. I will say this again. White women are loyal to their kind and their kind only. Number 2, black women in authority are very catty. They love to sit around in the job and just talk about people all day instead of working. The white people have now labeled it to when a black person is not getting along with another black person at work, they say that it's a cultural thing. Oh, they are so smart. But at least we have culture. Number 3, black women are some liars, especially the ones that are in authority. See, the white woman already does not want her in charge. So to maintain their jobs, they become professional liars too. Like white women, they will point the finger. Number 4, black women make sure that other black women go through the same things they did. Now, this makes absolutely no sense to me. But you would think with everything that goes on in life and everything that they have been through, from being raised as a child, going to school, having a baby, not being married or being married, drug addictions, sexual assaults, and being disrespected, you're a fool to think that in the workplace it would be any different when it comes to another black woman addressing a black woman in the workforce. Now, if I offended anyone, I am not sorry, but I would love to see the narrative change. I'll wait. Well, thank you guys for your support. If you would like to support the channel, the Cash App is in the description below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and tell your family, friends, and coworkers all about Unapologetic Radio. Until next time, be blessed.